What is our fourth main topic today?
John, our fourth main topic comes from Chris Herman. Hey, John, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think it's actually happening. The Hollywood Reporter came out and said that a whole slew of DC movie projects are in development, including Wonder Woman 3, The Flash, hopefully Ezra Less, more movies in the Matt Reeves Batman universe, more James Gunn projects, and most importantly, a new Superman movie helmed by the one and only Henry Cavill. Man of Steel is finally coming out. What are your thoughts, and bring out the filthy? Well, we obviously know what John thinks about Henry Cavill reprising his role. And I'm with you. I'm so pumped. He is the best. And, I love Gal Gadot, so I'm pumped for her, too. I mean, even if 2 didn't do that well, it's still an incredible character. And who doesn't love Gal Gadot? Let's see what our friend said from the Hollywood Reporter. Under Warner Brothers, Discovery CEO David Zaslav and Warner Brothers Pictures heads Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi, Warner's has an intense desire to reprise the Cavill iteration of the hero. The project that would essentially be Man of Steel 2 is being produced by Charles Roven and is currently in search for writers. There is a wish list, of course, and Christopher McQuarrie, the hand of the guides in the Mission Impossible movies, was on it. McQuarrie worked with Cavill on the 2018 installment, Fallout, but sources say no official outreach has been made, nor may it be feasible, as the director is working on the next back-to-back Impossible installments. John, what are your thoughts?
Well, obviously, I'm extremely thrilled. I am extremely thrilled. Look, when we were talking about the fact that Henry Cavill was going to be popping up in Black Adam, the point of me getting so excited, because people say, well, John, why you get so excited? It's probably just going to be a short little quick cameo. I said, that's not the important thing. I really don't care all that much that Henry Cavill is going to be making some brief little appearance in a cameo post-credit scene that was filmed probably a year after the rest of the movie was shot. I'm not really caring about that. I'm excited for it, yes, but that's not the deal. The big deal is what that signifies, we said. That Henry Cavill is back and he is still Superman. And of course, we talked yesterday about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson revealing that the former ownership at Warner Brothers kept denying it. Said, nope, no Henry Cavill for Superman. Nope, we're moving on from that. We're going a different direction. Well, it kept saying no, until David Zaslav and the new ownership of Warner Brothers came in and said, not only yes, but we're anxious to do more Henry Cavill Superman. And people wonder why I'm so bullish on the new Warner Brothers. I'm very excited about that. But more than that, it's more than just words. They've got Charles Roven attached to it. Other than Kevin Feige, Charles Roven is probably the most prolific and quality-wise too superhero movie producer, and more than just superhero movies. I mean, the guy also produced American Hustle and a whole bunch of movies like that. Obviously, Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy and others in the DC world. This dude knows how to produce a good superhero film. Obviously, just like Kevin Feige, he's got some bad films on his resume too, but he's one of the best. So they've already got him attached. They're so committed to this. They're already looking at directors. I don't think they can get Christopher McQuarrie, but holy shit, how excited would we be if they were able to get a Christopher McQuarrie on board with this? I like the article said, I don't think we should count on it. This is utterly fantastic. This is incredible news. It's one of the things that got me out of bed in the morning when we heard that the new leadership this is going back a few months, that the new leadership at WB were fans of the Henry Cavill Superman, believe they can build a lot of their moving forward DC universe around Henry Cavill Superman. And now we're actually see those pieces fall into place, both with the Black Adam cameo, and now they're already focused on a new standalone movie for him. Now, what will happen with this new movie? Will they also bring back Amy Adams as Lois Lane? Do they bring back, Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White? Will it act as something of a soft reboot? I mean, I guess some of that might depend on what happens in the upcoming Flash movie. But whatever way you cut this is outstandingly exciting news for somebody like me, who is, of course, a huge Henry Cavill fan. If there are people who don't like Man of Steel, may not be as big news to you, and I respect that. But for me, it's freaking huge. And if these are the types of moves, the types of construction moves, we've seen a lot of the axe moves, but if these are the types of construction moves we can expect moving forward, then I'm excited about the future of DC. And again, we'll see. Maybe I'll change my mind after we see The Flash. I don't know. But anyway, Rob, you hear about this. This report, again, it's important to note, is not coming from Gus's gas station movie reviews.fart. This is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. What's your take on this?
Well, first of all, I think that it's fantastic. I mean, I hope they call this movie Superman because he's earned it. That's what
I agree.
I think it needs to be called, Superman. Look,
I'll accept Man of Steel too.
yeah, but you know what? I think the thing about Man of Steel 2 is it harks back to a different era. I think coming out and saying this movie is Superman, it makes a statement. But I think also that there is no better director right now in Hollywood that is better suited to direct this movie than Chris McQuarrie. Now, I don't know, after making Mission Impossible, Fallout, and now Dead Reckoning Parts 1 and 2, if he wants to take a long rest, he also wrote, he did a pass on Top Gun Maverick.
And they're talking about getting him to write this.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
He's an auteur. He should write and direct this movie. And I'll tell you something. I'm sure he's been talked to about it. I'm sure that because there's nobody better. The real question is, he's got a lot of projects in the hopper with Tom Cruise, like a Les Grossman movie. I want to see him do that too.
Yes, badly.
But Tom Cruise is slated to direct that movie in space. And I think Doug Liman was attached to that.
He was.
So I don't know if Chris McQuarrie, I know that Tom Cruise would at least have Doug Liman want to write or do something with that film. But if it's Doug Liman's movie, maybe Chris McQuarrie, that gives him an opportunity to take a breather. Always good to get your juices back up, go make something else. Why not make Superman?
Now, that's not exactly a small project to take a breather on, but it would be glorious. Listen, this is one of those things where I'm not going to play X director directing X movie thing. If Christopher McQuarrie were announced to actually write and direct this film, I would be extremely happy. I'm going to say something else. If they said Zack Snyder was going to come back to direct this movie, I love what Zack Snyder did with the first Man.
Sure, me too.
I love how he handles Superman and his approach to Superman. I don't love everything about all the stuff he's did in the DC universe, but that is something I thought he did exceptionally well. And I think he directed the most underrated comic book movie of all time with the first one. But there's a lot of names I would be okay with. A lot of names. First things first, they got to get the script written. But it seems like they have a desire to do it. It seems like they have a commitment to do it. They're already bringing in the heaviest of hitters they have in this world with like Roven, who, by the way, remember you and I were talking about this? He should be one of the names they consider to head up DC Studio, but whatever.
I think, though, he's more of a physical producer.
I agree.
Rather than a create. When I say I hate when people do that, but in terms of screenwriting and stuff, he usually takes those scripts when they've been written.
Yeah.
You know,
but I would love to see him
facilitate
shepherd a whole thing. I would love to see him try something like that. But this might not be the time.
He's Warner Brothers' biggest Coleman in-house producer because he is.
I just love so much about this at so many levels. I am positively giddy. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? The new Warner Brothers is committed to doing more with Henry Cavill's Superman, and it looks like they've already got the wheels in motion to develop a Man of Steel 2, or maybe just call it Superman. Or even the Superman. Whatever. I'm good with either. What do you guys think about this whole thing? Do you think what's the point? We've already had lots of Henry Cavill Superman. Maybe you feel that way. Maybe you're like me and you're thinking, what the hell took this long? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, we want to take a second and thank a sponsor of today's video, DraftKings. NBA fans, the wait is over. Basketball is back, so tip off the new season with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. New customers can make any $5 NBA moneyline bet and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. So check this out. In addition to the usual bets, everyone can boost up their winnings up to 100% with DraftKings stepped-up same-game parlays. Just go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app, opt in, and place a stepped-up same-game parlay today. With payouts bigger than ever, DraftKings Sportsbook is where you need to go to bet on the NBA. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use the promo code Campea, that's C-A-M-P-E-A. Make any $5 bet this week and get $200 in free bets if your team wins. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code Campea. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See the show notes for details.